All right. Hi, good afternoon. Again, this is Miss Brenda, and I would like to present to you about some um, articles that I have read along with COVID-19, which is the coronavirus challenges that we have right now. At the end of 2019, a new type of coronavirus began making people sick with flu-like symptoms. So they thought it was just pure um, flu, but it was not. The illness is called coronavirus or corona disease 19 or COVID-19. The virus also spreads easily and has now affected people all around the world. Even big countries are already suffering from it. Many schools and even child care centers are closed during this pandemic, and we're sure we are all affected. I have stayed at home for the past, like I started staying at home since March 18, so I was already 1 month here at home. But if you have some children who are still with you or in your care, especially those children of the essential workers, here are some reminders from Childcare Preparedness organization, some of which were also some of the things that we discussed with our children while they were in school since March. All right, I would like to share you something about this or in connection with this. Okay, so we will start from the title of which is COVID-19 Coronavirus Pandemic, Considerations for Early Childhood Professionals. All right. We have this tips was from childhoodpreparedness.org, and this is the summary of what I'm going to discuss with you a little later. All right. So one is sneeze into the crook of your arm like this. Sneeze or cough, or cover your cough with tissue, and then after using this tissue, throw it right away in the trash can. Wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Scrub the front and back, both wrists, anywhere where germs may be present. You can even extend up to your arms if you're not using long sleeves. All right. Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth with unwashed hands. Before I sat down here, I already washed my hands. And clean and disinfect frequently touched household objects such as doorknobs, tables, countertops, light switches. Yeah, you always have to look, most of the time you do that. And cabinet handles where you keep the children's necessary items. If you are sick, you stay at home. Limit contact with people who are sick. Use sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. I have one here, it's almost full. I already used up one. I bought two big bottles when I was doing child care before, so that when parents come in, this is by the door and they have to squeeze something in there and sanitize their hands. Even kids, I also do that, instead of washing them or going straight to the sink. So this is 99, it kills 99% germs, 99.9%, that's almost 100%. And it also contains 62% alcohol, so it's fine. So use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol if soap is not available. So we are mandated by the state to stay open. Okay, stay open. So while we have children in our care, we always have to have at least check their health daily. What are those that pertains to their health? First is the temperature. So if you have this kind of temperature thermometer, this is put closer to the forehead and then press this button. My dog does not like the light. He's already sleeping, so I would not like to do it. If they have cough, you need to tell the parents that you have been observing he has cough this day on, and so on. If they have shortness of breath, especially when they are sleeping or when they are playing hard, so you need to take account of that. Another one that we have to do also is we have to wash our hands frequently. Spread children out when possible. Does not mean that you send them out. You spread out, you have to regulate their distance as well. With us adults, we have 6 feet or 1 meter. But for children, maybe like 4 feet away. Also, discontinue hard to clean surfaces. What are those? They are the linens, carpets, if there are seats that are covered for babies, infants, their crib covers. If you have that, I think you have to always wash them every time. Another one is try to reduce the number of children under your care. So if previously you were taking care of, let's say, 10 people or 10 children, maybe 7 would do. You can also ask the parents to keep their children at home if possible, if they are not essential workers, but that would mean discrimination again. And then limit the amount of individuals coming into your space. If you have some visitors that come to you or your staff, I think it is a better time for us to tell them that we should not, we are implementing the COVID safety precaution, and that we are not asking some people to go around and come to us every now and then. You know, sometimes you share common items like pens to sign in or sign out. If you are signing in using a computer, you have to clean the touch screen. Even our cell phones, we need to have our cell phone screens, because sometimes when we are using this, there are some droplets that are going in there, and so what you have to do is clean this with wipes, wet wipes, or any sanitizer thing that you can. Anything that you can use with a sanitizer would be fine. Don't wash it with water, of course. Or your computer keyboards. You have to at least think of a way how to clean them. But if you are the only one using it, most likely limit it to once a week cleaning. This time around, when I go to the grocery store, what I do, I don't even bring my phone anymore. I only have to have my key and my wallet. That's all that I bring. I don't bring my purse anymore. I don't need it anyway. All right. And then so limit group size. Remember, amount of children that you need to take care of. And then implement also the social distance. Do not mix or avoid mixing groups of children. If there are only 2 or 3 infants, then there are 3 infants. Don't mix the infants with the toddlers to reduce the number of staff that you have. If you are working in a child care center, if there are, let's say, only 4 school children, school age children, and you have 5 preschoolers, you mix them together. Please don't. Just spend the way you schedule the same staff that are scheduled during the day. All right. Limit also the number of toys that the children use. 1 toy for every child. And if there are games that require close contact, like puzzles, Lego, what else? The dramatic area, limit the number of kids that are going there, especially so that we have also this dress up area, the dramatic area. You need to limit how many kids there would be for a certain time so they can rotate maybe. And then spread out the cribs and outside time. If you have 10 kids, maybe the first 5 will go out for like 10-15 minutes. The next 5 will go again later, because when they are outside, they really are in close contact with each other, especially so if they find that the slide is the best game for them, so they would probably do that. Also, during nap time, you separate as much as you can, maybe 4 feet away, their cribs, not only their cribs, but also the cots. During nap time, head and feet. So if this is the head of the first child, this should be the feet of the next child. So it should not be head and head. That will be close, and we don't know. We always believe that droplets is one of the main transfer for this disease. All right. So I am so grateful that we have early childhood professionals who are still right now helping the our communities during this time of crisis. Thank you so much. You are our heroes. Thank you for watching. And again, this is Miss Brenda, earlychildhoodteachingthoughts.com. Bye for now.